Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am here to just play because I finished my Harlow journal, and so I've been playing a little bit. I have this little, sorry, I'm reaching, this little loaded pocket that I made this weekend, just playing around with my, these are my fall, I think I call them old posters or vintage posters or something like that. They're the ones that are all, see if I can find some on the page so you can see what they look like. These ones, like this, that's one of my digis that's in there, and so in my Etsy. So I shrunk these ones down so that they would fit better on, because this isn't very huge. It measures, it's just a like legal envelope that's the coffee dyed look that you can get at Amazon, and I just folded the end up and cut, you know, the ends off. And so folded, it is 5.5 by 4, and then I just loaded it up with all kinds of, that's just a piece of ephemera that I had. That's one of the posters that shrunk down, and I cut around the edge too, because a lot of them have borders, like, you know, this around, and this is the bigger version, but I just cut that off so it's just the middle part so that it fits a little better on the card. And the background papers are my Fall is in the Air digi, and then this is just a piece of ephemera I had, and I stitched it onto some of this manila paper stuff. And that's one of the posters, just stitched around, and the tag. And this is the bookmark shrunk down. And it's, I put my printer at 5 by 7 instead of 8 by 10, and that's how I got those. And I know everybody's printer is different with that, so you just got to kind of play with it. And I stamped, you can see I have a like postage type stamp thing, and I stamped in certain places, like up here. And then there's this big card, or tag, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I was just playing around, and we have a new lady that came to work with us, and she brought us all these really cool lanyards for our name badges, and I just thought that is just the sweetest thing in the world. So I thought I'd make her kind of a different version, not as loaded as this one is, but just as a thank you, almost like a thank you card, but with a pocket, because I want to put some candy in it, and I'll show you as we go here. So this is what I've come up with. I just took I have this old library pocket, and I essentially just traced it, flipped it over, and did the sides, and I'm going to add some flaps to it so that you can fold them over, and they're going to have a little bit of a gusset so that the pocket will have a gusset. So I'm going to cut that out, so hopefully it will become clear what I'm talking about, because I know sometimes my explanations are lacking. So I'm just cutting this, and I just kind of, like I said, drew it on there, and then I'm going to do the same thing, cut this one a little bit so that we don't have this added bulk, you know, when you try to fold it over and then they're in the way, and you guys know what I'm talking about. So I hope you all had an awesome weekend. I did. It's been extremely busy. We had my daughter's senior night for band at the football game, so that was a big tearjerker for me, because, you know, I'm a big wuss. And I just can't, I mean, I seriously cannot believe that she's a senior already. It is mind-boggling. And I think it's a little mind-boggling for her too, which isn't helping me, because I think if I felt like she was like, I'm fine, Mom, I'm just, you know, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and everything's great, but she just doesn't know what she wants to do at school. You know, she definitely wants to go to school. She gets pretty much all A's, and always has, and so I think, you know, she really should go on with school. She just doesn't know what to do. And you know, I've tried making suggestions, but you all know how that is. Kids, you know, they don't know what they want to do. It's hard. I talk about it all the time. I don't even know what I want to do, for crying out loud. How are these kids supposed to know? It's just a really huge thing at that age, I think. I'm just using this so that I get basically the same size, because I know that my cutting is not always very straight. So I'm just trying to kind of judge, and it still won't be the same, but it really doesn't matter. It's just to you know, do this. And this is paper that I inked on and stuff, so that's what's all over it. It's book page that's been well loved. So this is what I was thinking. And I know the bottom doesn't have a gusset. I suppose we could put a gusset in it and see it's kind of high. I don't know if I want it that high, so I might go ahead and cut some more off of here. Sorry, I know I didn't have a big plan. I just wanted to come on since I was playing around with this. I figured, you know, you guys might want to see it. So that's 2 book pages glued together is all that is, and then I just did that pocket. And you can probably find like templates for whatchamacallums, library pockets on the internet, I would imagine. So yeah, I think that'll work. So that'll just give it some, so I can stick some stuff inside of there. Plus I have this library card I was going to put in there. It kind of sticks out high, doesn't it? Might have to cut a little bit off of that. And we're going to cover this pocket, so can't decide if I want to cut from the top or the bottom. Probably the bottom would be better. We don't really need it to say the library store down there. That's not really a necessity. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great weekend. We did. It was very fun. And then we went and took, on Saturday, we went and took pictures of her for senior pictures. So she's getting all the special treatment, you know. So it was fun. I'm just going to ink around this a little, even though, like I said, I'm going to end up covering a lot of it. I still want not the white edge. And it is my husband and I's 24th wedding anniversary today, so we're going to go out to dinner tonight, so that'll be fun. Something different, because we don't do that a whole lot. Looking for my punch, and it's probably right here. Yeah, there it goes, boom. I want to do a little thumb spot, even though there wasn't one in the original library pocket. Just trying to figure out where the middle is. Looks about right. Yeah, and that's another thing that's really hard to believe, is that we've been married for 24 years. Yeah, I am getting old. We were high school sweethearts, so we have been together for a very long time, over 30 years. Which is a little crazy as well. Alright, so I know that's not super great looking. It's got ink and drawings and all kinds of junk on it, but we're going to cover it. So I think it'll be fine. Do some kind of collage. What we need to cover is this and this part. And I thought we could use my fall, and I might go ahead and use some of those posters too, since I have all this stuff out and about. Because it's kind of fun time of the year. Might as well use it while it's the time. Let's see, I think what I might do is draw around this. And this isn't anything that nobody, you know, you couldn't figure out for yourself, but like I said, I just thought I haven't done a video in a few days and thought I should come on and see what's up. I want the torn edge more than the straight edge, so I'm just going to kind of do the best I can here. This part I'm probably going to have to, let me get my, sorry, I just have this like metal wire basket thing, and I hang those punches kind of over the edge, so they just come crashing off sometimes. There, at least that's not a straight edge. I'm going to do like that. Yeah, she's talking about music education, which is awesome. But I just worry, being in the education system, that the way things are, I'm just not sure if that's the thing for her, because, you know, kids have a grandiose expectation of kind of what it would be like, and unfortunately it's not really like that. I mean, not that I don't want her to be a teacher, but I think it's a great, great job. And, you know, and you touch a lot of people, and it can be so amazing. But with all the red tape and bureaucracy and just a lot of it, I just think is nonsense. So, but that's just my opinion. I love teachers. They're awesome, amazing human beings for sure. And I am not saying anything against teachers at all, because y'all are a bunch of saints as far as I can tell. I just don't agree with the red tape of it all, which I'm sure a lot of teachers don't either. In fact, I know that to be the case. It just kind of becomes discouraging. Which can be the case for any job. It's not like that's the only job that's like that. Just want her to be realistic is all. This is just a piece of medieval type, I don't know, paper that I found on New York Public Library, and I just like it with the black and white and the numbers and stuff. I just think it's kind of fun. So that's why that keeps popping out places. I think I'll do it kind of like that. But if she was going to teach, music would definitely be the thing for her to teach. That is her love for sure. So I don't want to say she shouldn't do that. I just want her to kind of explore lots of avenues. Not put all her eggs in that basket. Oh, look, that's all you get to see. All that. Isn't that funny? Okay, I want to make sure, I'm going to hold it this way because I know I'll probably, I like this. I should have waited to do the little divot. I always forget that. The little thumb hole. I might just use a piece of this. This looks really good. This paper with straw paper because of the colors. Grab a piece of that. Sorry, I'm kind of quiet today. I guess I don't have a lot of information or stories to tell. We had a fairly quiet weekend, you know, other than those few things that we did, which was kind of nice because we have just been going non-stop with all the band things, and sometimes it's nice to just have a weekend where you can relax. I mean, we still did plenty of stuff. We still had places to be and stuff, but it was not quite as intense. Next weekend, on the other hand, will be crazy because we have a competition, and we the school that we kind of partner with is going to, they're actually holding it at their school, and then we go help them. It's kind of a combined effort for the whole area. So that will be a wild one. And a piece of straw paper. I keep getting it over on that part that is the gusset. I think I might just cover that entirely with that, because it'll cover it a little better. And then I'll bring that other piece over the top because it's the thin paper, so it's not really going to make a difference. We were even supposed to go had dinner with some people that my husband works with on Saturday, and by the time we got home from taking pictures of my daughter, or our daughter, I should say, sorry, we were just tired. I think we've just been, you know, all going nonstop, and so it was kind of like, can we just not do that tonight? Felt bad that we canceled, but yeah, I just think we're all exhausted, basically. And my niece is here. She starts her job today, so I'm anxious to hear how that goes. Oh, they're not moved here entirely yet. Her fiance is driving here as we speak, and so that part's not all done yet, but she came yesterday, so that's super exciting. And thank you all for your kind wishes on that. That's awesome of you. Been great. Oh, and I just thought, because I looked over, I haven't heard from Pamela, so she won my that little fall journal that I did in my subby giveaway. So if I don't hear from her by Friday, I'm going to draw it again on Friday. So that's the only part when you don't, you know, advertise it. I like it because then I know I get people that, you know, watch me the most, kind of thing. But also, I mean, she could be on vacation or whatever, so that is the tricky part of all that. I want somebody to have it for the fall because it's a fall journal. So I don't want to wait too long. I'm trying to decide if I want anything on those or not. I think I'm just going to kind of cover it with just some random papers, because she will see the back, because I'm going to give her the whole thing, you know, it's like a whole piece. So let's see what I'm going to cover with. I like that piece. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. I'm probably making you guys nuts, but I am not always great with the easiest way to do things. I always have to make it harder than it needs to be. It's just the way I am. Did you? I was watching Rachel last night, and that little book she did was so cool. That's something I'm gonna have to try. That she did a different kind of binding. I think I've seen people do stuff like that before, but I've never made one that I haven't like sewn in the signatures or something like that. So you use little, if you haven't seen it, you use little like tabs of paper, almost like hinges, all through the journal, and that's what holds the pages in. That was really cool. So I think I'm gonna have to try one of those. I have this little box that I've been trying to figure out. I want to make a journal to go in it, but I'm like, if it has a cover and just, you know, blah, blah, blah. It might be kind of hard to get it right, and I was thinking, I think one of those would work really well in there. I think that it would fit nicely. So I think that's what I might do. It will be a Christmassy style journal. I ended up like taking all this off. Let me see how far. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do with that. So I may be back doing one of those, and I know you just saw one, and if you don't want to watch, you don't have to. I just need to try it because it looks fun. And that little part, just better just to round it off. Okay. It just looked fun and it went together pretty well. It'd be just like a cute little gift for somebody, I think. So if anybody knows Pamela Peterson, get a hold of her and tell her she won a journal. It's a little one, but it's a journal. She probably got tired of, or you know, didn't want to watch the boho stuff because she was commenting very regularly. But I get it. We all have lives. Like, it's not a big deal. I just would hate for her to miss out if she wants it. Maybe I'll just use some this on these tabs. And I think I'm not going to worry about the side being book page. I don't think that's a big deal. But like this part. I just don't want the tabs on the back to be plain. I really like this straw paper, especially for fall. It's a great color for fall. I'm not sure which side this one went on. I guess it doesn't really make that big of a difference. I think it's this one though. Yeah, it was. I'm just doing a really close job on that. Get rid of the pencil marks at least. Yeah, they've hired a few more people at where I work, but I don't know. It's crazy. Like, I don't know that there are enough of us in the world right now. I just feel like there's a lot of kids with a lot of issues. And it's sad. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't have them, I know that. I'm gonna do, I don't know why that one has that little. Just the way I cut it or something. Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, that just gives it a little something. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna glue these down. I need a new page because it seems disgusting. Another tag ready to go. I had somebody ask me what glue I use. It's Scotch Create. This is the best glue stick I've ever used. And I've been doing this stuff for a while. Paper crafting, not particularly junk journals, but just paper crafting. And by far the best glue stick I've ever used. Just doing this because I can't get my fingers down inside of there. I just want to make sure that this bottom part gets glued down. Because we want to get it right in that kind of notch there. And the bottom isn't the same width as the side, so. This one kind of went a little wonky. Okay. I think that will work. What did I do with my, see, I went and buried my library card. Because I'm a dingling. Oh, goodness. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I have some of the transparency paper left. It's a little munched, but I think that it would look cool on here because it's, you can see the card through it. And these were just, again, photos that my sister took. It's a little wonky. I don't want it to be like perfect, so. Just do something like that. You can't really see great through that part. I'm wondering if I should use, sorry. This part has little clearer spots, so let's maybe. I love the way this transparency paper rips. Like, I almost just want to sit around and rip it. Is that weird? It just has a really neat feeling when you rip it. I don't know how to explain it. I guess if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you just think I'm crazy. Which, you know, probably aren't wrong. Okay, I'm just going to glue that straight down. definitely feel free to fast forward. I know I'm probably boring you by now, but I just wanted to come on while I was crafting, because I haven't had a whole lot of time for that. I got stuff on here. I don't want to use a wet wipe because the color will just wipe right off of these transparency papers sometimes. So I need to try to erase it if possible and trim it. I think I got more on my thumb than I did on the card. There too. Only thing with glue. I have this little girl. I thought she might be cute because she's got flowers. Just kind of need okay, I need to ink around that. That's bugging me. Or I could do one of those cards too. I don't know which one I want to do. Let me see which one looks better. I'm just doing this. I know you guys can't really see over here very well, but this is just my glue book. I'm just trying to put a little ink on the back of that. Then I have some Tim Holtz leaves. Those might look kind of cool in there. It's this one, Stampers Anonymous, Falling Leaves. Whoa, they were falling. Here so you can actually see. I think I'm going to try to get the middle couple of leaves there. Oh, well that was a bit, I don't know. I thought I had it up high enough, but nope. I think it'll be alright. It's just not great. There's mushrooms. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking for those. I had a bunch cut. There's that one. That was the big card. Kind of like the mushrooms, but I don't have the October. That one's kind of cool. Sorry. Kind of feeling stuck looking at tickets. Denise gave me most of these. Thanks, Denise. She's so awesome. I mean, I don't really want to cover all of that, but I just feel like it needs something. Maybe. Sorry, I'm looking for lace. I put everything away. I cleaned up after doing my boho journal, and now, of course, I can't find anything, so that's how that works. You put it away, you can't find it. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm having struggles here. I feel like she's hard to see on that background or something. I don't know. And she's not. It works. It's just that something about it I don't like. I think I like this better. I'm gonna find something, stitch this, and I'll come back. If I can turn off. Okay, hi, I'm back. I found a piece of lace that I liked, and I just stitched along there, and I just stitched right there, and I stamped thank you, obviously, on that. I couldn't use this one because it had that little thing, and so the thank you wouldn't fit there. So I am going to glue that on there. Sorry I wasn't more organized today. I have days that are better than others. Even when I have an idea in my head, sometimes it goes much more smoothly than other times, I feel like. But you guys are awesome. you always deal with me and my craziness. It's definitely not always an easy thing to just come up with stuff. So that can go in there, and then I feel like this needs something. So I think probably one of these, since that's kind of what this would be good, a good one. And do I want this? Okay, where should I just put this? I'm gonna run a stitch. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. I just stitched it on there like that. I just like that look. And I think I'm going to take a piece of this, and I have this stamp, and I have October something on it. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. I just like the whole October thing. And this is old, like, I don't even know, ledger type paper that I have in a little booklet that I found in an antique store. Sorry, that's my clock. Can't believe I've been doing this long today. I thought this would be quick, but you know, these things never are. It's the funny part. Oh my goodness, excuse me, I don't even know where that came from. It just was like sneezing now. So I'm just pinching it. You've seen me do this stuff before. I mean, if you haven't, all I do with this really thin paper is put glue under it, wet glue, and then just kind of squish it around and stuff. It just makes little ridges in it just for some texture. Okay, and then I got, and I'll write her a little note on the back of that card. That's what I'm going to do on the back. Some candy bars, because you got to have some candy bars, right? I think I'll put them behind so it's kind of like a little surprise. Because who doesn't like a candy bar? And then I might put a little piece of lace or something up there. Anyhow, that is her little thank you for getting us those lanyards. It was just so nice of her. She's like, they're only $2 each. It's like, yeah, but you bought a whole slew of them. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys and chat with you a little bit. Not that I did a lot of chatting, but I hope you have an awesome evening, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.